Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to HJN. Now, here on HJN, what I got to talk about here is that I'm going to be talking about over budgeting. It's simply put the process of which that you happen to be putting in too much money at once to pretty much fuel out certain projects. Now, there are a couple I could pretty much go ahead and talk about. So, let me go on ahead and get started by talking about the film Waterworld. That's right. Kevin Costner and Dennis Hopper in Waterworld. Now, what do I got to talk about it really? Well, for one, it definitely had itself a bit of an over budgeting. Less than $300 million had been put into that film for it to be made. And the fact that it was over budgeted, which was crazy enough already, but the fact that it didn't really do too well in the box office itself, of course, critics really despised the film itself, and well, I might as well agree. If I saw that film right now, there's probably a better chance I'd probably give it somewhere between 3.0 and 4.0. But over budgeting can happen to go way beyond that. So, in and of itself, over budgeting is a pretty bad process. A bad idea to say the least. Not just for the fact that Waterworld had too high of a budget just to make, but there have been other projects out there too. Lots of certain other projects that I can't really think of at this moment. They all happen to, well, put together huge sums of money just to make. Movie wise, well, novel wise, or even video game wise. I mean, budgets, of course, are a pretty big necessity. So you can happen to find out how much money you're happening to be put into some sort of project, whatever the case it might be. But aside from Waterworld, aside from many other films that have also had some over budgeting issues, aside from video games that have also had some over budgeting issues as well, which of course they can also cost millions of dollars just to make today, mostly because of inflation rates and mostly because of advancements in technology, and not to mention the fact that some companies out there are creating some of the most cutting edge, high end software and hardware out there to date. That just goes to show that no matter what we do need ourselves a stable budget, regardless of what it could be. But now, in terms of, well, my budgeting, well, I do happen to have some budgeting of my own that I'm going to have to do. So if you need to check about more, then, well, just stay tuned on it. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.